Or next to me.
Everybody should go over to the side.
Just family.
Everybody.
A toast to Paula and Fred. 40 years of an incredible marriage. They've been wonderful parents, the best of friends. And today, it's their night to celebrate.
All right.
Cheers. Speech. Speech.
No, before.
That's kisses.
Al Gore. Certainly have more saying than I was
Have your attention, please.
Frank has a.
Before Fred and Paula have some words to say, I'd like to give a little bit of a history about their background. See, actually, I'm Fred's twin brother, and it's really hard being a twin. Actually, the harder thing to being a twin is being the younger brother to a twin, which is my brother Paul.
I'm the
Because
baby.
he never got as much attention because the twins always got attention. So we do need to give some attention to my brother Paul.
Yeah, okay.
But it's really hard being a twin because you want to always be something a little different than your brother. So if I had strawberry ice cream, my brother would have chocolate. And if I had a Red Sox t-shirt, my brother would have a Yankee t-shirt.
I would take you dinner.
When I got out of high school, I decided to go to college. And when Fred got out of high school, he decided to go in the Navy. And when I got out of college, I decided to go in the Navy. And when brother got out of the Navy, he decided to go to college. Which is actually one of the best decisions he ever made in his life. Because he enrolled in the engineering program. And he was a little bit older, so he got to hang around more with the professors than the students. And in the professors' offices, there was a young lady named Paula who worked in the engineering office for some of the professors. And Fred couldn't help notice her. And he especially noticed her because her last name was Litzkowski. So we had a Polish boy attracted to a Polish girl. What could be better? So, and even better than that, Paula had this hot 1968 or 69, I can't remember, Mustang.
69.
69? Sort of a brownish red color, is that right, Paula? And so, and Fred noticed that, and he said, you know what? He says, I live above a gas station in Belchertown, Massachusetts. I got a picture of it here, Fred. I'll pass that around. I lived above the gas
Tell us
station.
stories about that gas.
There were some hot parties there.
Not here.
So Fred had to invite Paula over, and especially Paula would say, well, he can change my oil and do all kinds of things. So the cool thing about
Is that what they called it?
To make a long story short, that became the beginning of a romance. And pretty soon, Fred popped the question. Of course, Paula said yes, and they decided to get married. And you know what? He did drive the Mustang. So. Actually, the wedding day was a day very much like this, and Cindy probably remembers. Cindy was the maid of honor, and I was the best man. And it was a hot, muggy June day. In fact, it was very hot. I don't remember much about the night before, but I remember Fred had a little bit to drink, but I don't remember. And those of you who were at the wedding will remember the story. No, I'm not making it up. But they marched. It was a Catholic mass, of course, and we marched up the aisle, and the priest knelt Fred and Paula down in front of them, and he turned around, he gave some words of welcome, and then the priest turned around to the altar to start saying the mass. And when came, and while the priest is saying the mass, Fred says to me in a hushed tone, he says, I gotta go. Am I making this up?
No.
And I said, well, what do you mean you gotta go? Where are you going? He says, I gotta go. And he gets up and he leaves the altar. Right, Paula?
Right.
He left the altar. The priest turns around at that point to start giving the wedding vows. And he only sees Paula there, and me and Cindy. time, one of our relatives, and it was Frances Cardan, I think it must be Frances Harrison. She's this heavy-set lady, and she's sitting in one of the back pews in the middle, and she stands up in the middle of the church. She says, "I'm a nurse, get out of the way." And she starts knocking people over to get to the aisle, and she follows Fred out to wherever Fred went.
But so did my mother.
Meanwhile, the priest is standing there and not know what to do, so he says, "Just wait." So pretty soon Fred comes back out and he raises his hand like cheering. Everybody at church applauds, and then the wedding goes on as planned.
Nice move, Fred.
So that was, and I don't know how many of you heard the story, but that was Fred and Paula's marriage ceremony. So I just thought you all would like to hear about it.
Where did you go?
He had to go, that's what I said.
No. He had pains in his stomach.
Wait.
And the night before, I had him in the emergency room because he was passing blood. So when he knelt over to me and he said, "I'm feeling really sick. I'm going to pass out." I said, "Go outside."
And meanwhile,
You have the guys who know him, because he's come up here, working up here for the last 30 years. We know Fred.
Yeah.
He passes out, doesn't he?
No.
No.
No. The pictures of the guy who Paula married, I don't know, this story doesn't have all the details. You must have a stand-in, because that is not Fred.
That is not Fred.
And these pictures is not Fred we know.
but anyway, I like this. But
So this might explain it, but we're not sure yet.
Well, in any case, we did go on to the reception, and I don't remember a lot about what I said at the toast then, but I did say something like, "We wish you would have a great family and enjoy your friends," something along that line. And it turned out to be true. It turned out that Fred and Paula have a lot of friends and a wonderful family, 2 wonderful sons, and a wonderful grandchild, and a nice daughter-in-law. So.
Not wonderful, but nice.
So I would just like to say, congratulations for the last 40 years, and we hope that you have 40 more years of good family, good friends, and a wonderful life. And I want that picture back at the gas station.